nicely. All right, hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry for the delay, first of all, traders, and I was just talking to myself. Sorry for that. Actually, my Windows just decided to restart itself, and it took like more than 5 minutes, so that's why I was late a little bit. Sorry for that. And good morning, everyone. Again, good morning, TEFS YouTube traders. Good morning, VIP room traders. Andy, Brian, Dan, Stacy, Nitsan, nice to see you. Mair, thank you. Thank you to let me know indeed. And thank you, Clifton. Alemu, good morning. Okay. So now you can hear me. So I'm just going to restart it. So this day it looks like it's another green day on the way. This is going to be, or this week has been so far a very interesting week indeed. We started with a green Monday, a red Tuesday, green Wednesday, and red Thursday. So it should be green, right? So this is the sequence which we have seen so far in the market. However, it's of course not a 100% that we will see green, but so far the S&P 500 is up 0.21%, triple Q 0.15. No major economic news today at all. Indeed, only just one FOMC member speaker, as far as I remember, 10 o'clock. 10:20, sorry. 10:20, Musalem going to speak. That's it, guys. So nothing at all. I'm afraid this is going to be a choppy market makers trading day as well. So let's just be careful here. All right, traders. So I hope first of all you had a beautiful green Thursday. Mine, it was red, and I must admit you, I had 2 red days in a row. That's a big thing for me, actually, traders, because I don't even remember when was last time when I just experienced that. And you see, I mentioned you in the beginning of August already that August it's my mojo. So August is usually it's not my month, so that's why I just reduced the share size actually, and I'm going to keep keep that reduced share size. Market is very ambivalent, I would say, very choppy. So let's just be careful with today trading as well. However, I hope you had a beautiful green day yesterday. So as I mentioned you today, not too many major economic news, but we have several great earnings stocks, and I must tell you, this is, in my opinion, the last big earnings week of this earnings season at least. Next week is going to be a little bit more quiet on the earnings side, and only NVIDIA is coming to us to the end of August. But we still have today fantastic candidates thanks to the earnings season. So far, market is up, as I've told you, slightly down in the S&P, and the Nasdaq set for modest gains Friday as gold is surging. Let me just check the gold. So USD at the moment it's up nicely, more than around 1%, I would say. It's just bouncing around this 3,500 area, and the overall futures are nicely in green, a modest green, I would say as well, not a huge green. Asia ended up mixed, Hang Seng down, Nikkei up, and Europe mixed as well. DAX FTSE down, and the rest is up. So it's quite of a. I'm expecting a quite day traders. That's why I'm going to focus on definitely on the earnings stocks. Bitcoin is pushing a bit lower as well, not too much though. Coin is up 0.60%. I was expecting Bitcoin a little bit push higher yesterday, but it has not happened. And now the Bitcoin is just retreating a little bit. Also, I'm still going to watch Bitcoin on my candidates list. As I see, Scott just posted his list as well. Good morning, Scott. Ooh, lots of stocks on the long list. And let's just see, traders, what is happening on the big movers. If you have any candidates, please do not hesitate to write it in the chat, and I'm more than happy to check it. Trade Desk is the first on my list, which is 33% lower. Ouch! A slew of Wall Street firms, including Bank of America and Moffett Nathanson, downgraded the stock. Wow, that's definitely a carnage on TTD. Let's just put it to the short side. So I'm just adding my list. If you have any great candidate, please just let me know. So to the short list, I'm going to put TTD there. Under Armour is here as well, tumbled 21%. Oof, not a good start. And this is an earning stock actually. This is a $5 stock, not my favorite this price at least. In this price zone, the stocks, but let's see on the secondary list if you like UA. Okay, what else in here? Wind Resorts, casino company shed more than 1%, disappointing quarter earnings. We can just put it to the short list, but this it can be a little bit shy on volume, so let's be careful on that actually. EXPE is here as well, surged more than 15% after fantastic quarter numbers. And here is Maple Bear and Figs. Figs was Amir's favorite in this week, so let's see whether it can just give us a little bit more. Maple Bear here as well, CART. This is higher as well thanks to the great news. I'm just checking it on the daily chart. I had to change my monitor, guys. Sorry for that. I know this is not the usual view, but as my Windows just restarted, one of my monitors just gave up. So I'm going to, I have to go with that for today, but I'm going to change it for next week. Hi, Ryan. Nice to see you. So CART, we are just going to put it, or I am going to put it actually to the long side. As you can see, I'm just checking the pre-market at the moment. Well, that's a huge gap so far, but let's see whether it can continue. It's maybe a little bit too much to the upside. Yes, Nitsan, Soundhound, you asked me my stop loss. It's under, let me just check it again. So Soundhound, I am keeping it or holding it for a swing, and I bought it around $10, as you remember, and my stop loss is under $9. And this is just nicely over 13. And my first partial, actually, I'm going for a gap fill around 14. As you can see, there is a gap fill very close to 14. So this is going to be, it got close to this level in the pre-market. Let's see whether sound after a fantastic earnings number, let's just continue higher or not. Definitely, I'm going to day trade it as well if I can. So I like SoundHound, that's for sure. Figs is here, as I mentioned, you 8% higher after the Scrubs Maker posted second quarter earnings that bested analyst expectations. So nicely done, FIG. Block SQ is here. XYZ, sorry, I'm still just tagged in the past with the SQ. So XYZ popped 8%. The company raised its guidance. Nice. Okay, XYZ. Let me just check you on the daily chart. This seems like as a definite nice mover to the upside on the XYZ. I would say I would like to see a little bit, maybe a little bit more pullback before it continues higher, but so far looks like as a great 7% higher, nice pre-market volume, and there is still plenty room to go higher on that stock in my opinion. So let's just go with XYZ to the long side. RKLB, yeah, nice move higher, checking. Thank you, Ryan, to raise the attention for that. Okay, nice. I love the reversal on the daily on the 20 EMA. It's definitely nicely higher in the pre-market as well. Okay, that's not bad at all. 6%. I like it. I like it. I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Thank you. Yes, Nitsan, I did not took it for swing because of coming the earnings. Yeah. No, actually, by this stock, as I was in green and I don't have a huge amount of shares because I was calculating this in the fact or in the coming. happening that there will be an earning. So I was preparing for, like, even if it's shedding $2 or $3 more, I'm still okay because I took a lower share size. Okay, so there are still, like, a little fine tuning how you can stay, especially on the lower price stocks. Listen, with Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, or these crazy big moving stocks, I would have definitely not done that. Okay, but as this is somehow, lower price stock, it's quite of a limited moving as well. That's why I was like considering lower share size, but just stay through the earnings. Okay, so this is a way, like, how to manage your risk quite off. Yes, I just get it into the math. So when I do the math, I did the math with the share size. I was definitely considering this as well. Indeed. Okay, traders. So actually, I have some hundreds, so like not some thousands. If it would have not been earnings, definitely I'm buying much more. But this is like it's still okay. You are welcome. Okay, hi Darren. Andy, thank you very much for your list. Do you think NVO is going to bounce? Let me just check it. Okay, yeah, maybe. Actually, maybe yes. 5087. We should keep an eye on NVO. I agree with you. Just on the secondary list for me, but looks interesting. Microchip Technologies here drop the 4% MCHP, can go to a short list. However, I'm not trading on daily basis this stock, but let's just see whether it can continue lower. Pinterest, as I mentioned, you 28% lower. Ouch! After earnings, so let's just put it to the short side on the pins. And Sweet Green is the next one. Sweet Green is SG. This is a crazy stock, under $10. Not my favorite. I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Oh my goodness, so much more here. Trip is there as well, more than 4% higher thanks to the earnings. Looks like a good one. GILD, not my favorite traders. I burned myself a lot of times with GILD. It's an earning stock, 4% higher, but I'm just going to put it to the secondary list indeed. TTWO, I did more than 4% thanks to the great earnings. Let me just check the pre-market volume especially. Very low volume, looks like it's a great reversal. I agree, but because of the volume, I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. All right, what else in here? Hi Zainab, good morning to you. Yazuki Soundhound already on our long list, that's for sure. And thank you, DVG, for the news. It's very, very helpful. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, Monster Beverage is still here on the list. MNST, nice pop on the numbers. MP Materials, MP as well. So MNST and MP are still going to go on my long list. However, again, not an everyday kind of traded stocks. And Doximity is the last one, which is DOCS, which just rallied 8.35% as it's acquiring startup Pathway Medical for 63 million. Because of that news, I'm going to be a little bit extra careful with the OCS. However, it looks like as a possible great continuation indeed on the daily chart, especially because it's on a reversal mode. It's over $63 level, but the volume is quite low. That's why I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Yes, MNST, I've seen it, but this can be a stock when there is earnings. It can be a quite of a good mover. That's why I put it there. Tesla coined AMD and Meta, all of them are on my list. Also, Tesla is weak. Bitcoin is weak as well. So coin, I'm going to be careful with that because of that. What else is weak? Baba, as the Chinese market overall was quite weak as well. Might we can watch it, but you know exactly my relationship to the Chinese stocks. Indeed. However, I definitely going to keep an eye on AMD, PLTR, coin, even Roblox traders, maybe Hood, AVGO, and the rest. Yes, Zainab, let me just check NVIDIA here. Just a second. NVDA is bull flagging. It's definitely bull flagging. However, I must tell you, I'm not sure whether this bull flag it's able to break it through. It's very close to the $200 levels. It really wants to go for that and check in before taking a small profit taking or reversal. But at the moment, it's just going sideways. So on the NVDA, we need to see to break this 183.50, 60 level, which is still $2 away, but definitely I'm going to keep an eye on it. Anyone trade FLY yesterday? Jeremy, hi. I go Google daily cooking breakup. Okay, I'm going to check it Raspi as well. Hola. Google daily breakup. Yes, it looks like actually it looks like the NVDA, by the way. And FLY you mentioned, I'm not sure FLY or FLYW. Let me just check on my other candidates list or other um, account. Firefly. Oh yes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It got some big news. Okay, I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Traders, I think I'm just going to stop it with the candidate list because it's way too much already. So I'm just going to post the candidates list for the VIP room as well and for a test YouTube room. And I wish you VIP room traders, 44 room traders, DVG, Scott, Clifton, a fantastic Green Friday and an even better weekend for you. Stay safe. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. And see you on Monday as always. Bye. Okay, YouTube traders, as always, I'm going to stay with you an extra hour here on the in the YouTube, and seems like that this market is just insane. Bulls are so much trying hard, in my opinion, to put it higher. I mean, to get everything higher for a better and always new all-time high. So I think this is the purpose on this consolidation now, because if you just check the SPY on the pre-market, you know, for the Bulls to win this situation, they need to make a new all-time high. So no other choice. It needs to break this 640 and continue higher. It's unbelievable, traders. However, I don't know whether you noticed or not, but I have noticed something which might gives a little concern on the bull side. And this is the daily chart volume. So if you check the last 2 weeks, the sellers have been so far a little bit higher in number. Doesn't mean anything yet, especially if the SPY can break the 640 again and push it for a new high. But so far I'm going to be cautious. Also, that's for sure that the shorts were not really working in the recent days. So let's just go with the flow. If the market stays so green and so strong, let's just go with longs. Also, let's just reconsider and make a nice, let's call it like selective, like to select the setups right indeed. So this is going to be my main focus for today. And let's see from the candidates list which ones are my favorite. Actually, CART, Soundhound, definitely. So these two I'm going to watch there. Soundhound, PLTR, AMD, I'm going to keep an eye on it as well. CART there. Okay, how about BMNR? Checking. BMNR looks like as wow, very strong. Nice, nice, nice. Actually, I was watching Circle yesterday. You see, it's on my list for a continuation or a reversal, sorry. And that's why I'm going to watch it today as well. BMNR, it's a little bit, well, it looks better though for a reversal than the CL, but looks great. BMNR, we should watch it. Strong and nice on the daily for a reversal. I'm definitely going to watch it indeed. All right, traders. So I'm going to watch XYZ for sure, maybe instead of Reddit, because Reddit, it's a big mover, no doubt, but that can be so much crazy. Pinterest to the short side as well. Airbnb was yesterday actually. Okay. And definitely TTD. TD. It was just TD, no? Not TTD. TTD. Oh no. Okay, TTD. Agi amazing strong that Reddit market tanking and this one stayed up with no volume and decreasing volume. Yeah, I know it was amazing. This Reddit is just a beast actually. Unbelievable in my opinion. But this is what we have indeed. Okay, here we are. TTWO, I'm going to watch too. However, the volume is not my favorite. Pinterest, DOCS as well. DOCS, I need to find a place for DOCS. Here we are. Meta, what is strong? XP, maybe EXPE, guys. This is quite strong too. Okay. Scott is calling XYZ or black to the long side already. Yeah, Apple is just a beast this week, Nitsan. Looks like, you know, the meeting in the Oval Office, it was quite beneficiary for the Apple, for Cook, and for the stockholders. So that's great, actually. All right. All right, traders. So far, Scott is calling XYZ over 82, VIAV over 1220 out of the Yep, it is definitely. TEM is here too. What CRWV? CRWV traders 4.81% higher, and that has started a quite of a reversal last day, like yesterday. So I'm going to watch it there. DOCS he likes as well. I mean Scott over 64. So EXP, TTWO, DOCS. Still going to leave here DKNG maybe. NVO, let's just not forget NVO. Maybe I'm just changing. Okay. So far, I think it's just perfect to start the day with. I am expecting again quite of a volatile one. Okay. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you. Okay, guys, we are just going to start soon. Good luck, everyone. And let's be careful with this day. As I mentioned, major economic news. That means no more trigger for the bulls, but so far they do not need so much trigger, I would say. So far looks like the market is still marching a bit higher. And as I just told you, I'm going to watch the stocks. Scott just called CART over 54 and EXPE over 215 as well. Thank you, Nitsan. Good luck, everyone. Okay, guys, we are just starting. Okay. Are we open yet? Yes, now we are open. Good luck, everyone. Wow, TTD big move to the downside. Coin is quite pushing higher, not too much though. Okay. Ooh, Microsoft. You won't believe it, guys, but Reddit is starting with a gap up again. That's amazing. Scott likes DOCS already for a long, actually. It's just a small pullback on the stock, but it's definitely moving. Video is down a lot as well, by the way. Crazy. Video is a big gap down, MCHP, but it's not my favorite. So Scott is buying DOCS traders over 61 already. And over 62 he's adding. He thinks it's going to be a great mover. DVG watching NVDA and watching everything. Reddit is amazing. I just can't believe it's just starting with another gap up day. Not gap up, but moving higher. Amazing. Okay, SPY and triple Q so far. Small gap up. Seems like we will get a breakout soon. Scott is buying XYZ on 82 as well. Tesla it's on the run too. QBTS, wow. Hmm. I like the OCS for a possible gap and go, but only over 62.50, 55. EXPE I'm watching too. Scott, next one is XYZ. Video going lower, Pinterest going higher. Where is the CART? Ah, here, okay. All right, market is building a bull flag so far, traders. NVO looks quite interesting too. Let me just check NVO there. If you have anything on the list, please just let me know. So far, overall market is just making a consolidation. EXPE moving lower, DOCS entry only over 62.50. SMCI down, NVIDIA filled the gap. AMD is going for a gap fill. PLTR is very strong though. Look at PLTR, guys. I was shy to take this MVO, unfortunately. DVG code BMNR 4360. BMNR. Oh, that looks nice. It's too late now. Crazy mover for sure. What a crazy moves there. Soundhound. Interesting over the high too. XYZ if give a reversal. Okay. I'm watching XYZ, I'm watching DOCS, but only over 62.30. DOCS, 62.30 traders for a reversal. Looks great. TEM checking. Not bad. You want to take it 64.50. Yeah, looks nice for gap and go, but it needs to make a little bit better move there. Um, so far, even circle is starting to be interesting for me as well. CRCL. Inside day, not my favorite daily pattern though. Okay, here comes DOCS traders, DOCS. Ooh, that can be a beautiful mover, guys. DOCS stop loss, it's under the lows, okay? It's under the lows. SPY triple Q though is still struggling a little bit. I want to see a 63.30 at least on the DOCS. DM moving lower a little bit. I feel like market is not quite clear on the move yet. Nice, market is higher again. Microsoft is strong in the meantime, traders. We should keep an eye on that. All right, traders, let's just be ready to take a partial on the DOCS. Nice mover. The high 63.50. So let's just take a partial on 63.40. Overall, market is still struggling a bit, but definitely stronger, kind of. Come on, DOCS. And VDA made a pullback. Ooh, look at them. AMD again, guys. AMD. SMCI. Oof, it's on the lows. Nice. Come on, DOCS. Ooh, Tesla. I miss Tesla. Now TEM looking really interesting, Jeremy. Yes, and here we are, traders. Huge mover, huge winner on the DOCS. I'm just taking 75% off and putting my stop loss under 60, 60 to 70. I took it on 64. Fantastic. So DOCS, huge mover. First green trade, it's in. Great, great, great. Let me just check this AMD. That looks like has a stock which really wants to go higher. Let's see. Wow, DOCS crazy. 62.80 now is the stop loss. 62.80. Okay. SPY triple Q are not doing very well though, but surprisingly the big names are quite okay. Apple, it's run out of the steam a bit, I would say. Let's see FIG. Traders, FIG looks interesting over 82. This is going to be my next trade, FIG. DOCS, fantastic trade. Fantastic gap and go. Oh, I'm out. It's okay. Um, Guys, next one is going to be FIG over 82. EXPE I'm watching, but this is just wow. This is just wow. It's just going lower and lower. Okay. Tesla strong, TM Jeremy doesn't look bad, NVIDIA broke, AMD broke. But on AMD, I did not want to go for, breakout. I do prefer definitely the reversals, which I missed. But FIG can be an interesting trade there. TTD doesn't do anything. FIG stop loss is going to be under 81. So dollar stop loss. Okay. I'm not sure that the market can keep up going, guys. Let's see. If you are still holding the OCS, final stop loss 63.60 and let it run. FIG is still struggling here a little bit. XYZ not doing too much. How about CRWV and Circle? CRWV, looks interesting. How about Circle? It's here, not doing too much. Coin, where are you? Coin, it's muted. Pinterest, Jeremy. Yeah, it just pulled back a lot. I agree with you. There is a possible reversal here, but I'm not sure. If it can go lower, I think I would get it only under 34. Yeah, I would say 34.90 for this 1 hour till the VWAP, and then let's see whether it can continue. Ooh. Okay, guys, if FIG breaking the lows, of course, I'm going to cancel my entry there. The OCS is still running if you're holding it. AMD, unfortunately, I missed it. Reddit, amazing. I'm going to watch CRWV around this 1:30 for an intraday breakout. And in the meantime, traders, both the triple Q and the SPY just broke for a new daily high. Crazy. The OCS, fantastic. MNST, nothing. TM is just, you know what, it's just hovering around. Oh, my favorite, Roblox. What is happening with Roblox? Of course, it looks like it's going higher. NVIDIA is strong today, guys. Circle is starting too. FLY is stopping nicely. Not sure about the volume. Okay. Scott called EXPE for a reversal over 200 traders. 200 on the EXPE. Cart is moving higher too, and so far seems like the bulls are again much stronger than the bears for today. Amazing. Scott just closed all of the share size on the DOCS. Ooh, CART is really starting to be strong. FIG still on the brink. This pins is still looking good, Jeremy, by the way. SPY triple Q pushing higher, amazing. Guys, I'm going to get CRWV over 130.20. CRWV. Okay. Coin is moving. Should keep an eye on coin as well. Look at that, guys. However, yesterday it just tricked me. So I've called FIG CRWV over 130 CRWV and the FIG over 82, but FIG does not show that strength yet. Overall market is very strong, 635 touched by the SPY, 572 by the triple Q, and we are still pushing higher. Amazing. Again, a strong move on the market. Oh, I was not watching SoundHound, guys. It just broke. It broke. Okay. SMCI is on the run too. Maybe we should watch for a reversal. DOCS still continues. If you do hold it, guys, fantastic. And VDA breaking new daily high. I think even all-time high. How about RKLB? Okay, guys, let's just leave this fix alone. FIG, it's canceled. I'm just canceling FIG. SPY triple Q again on a huge run. RKLB pulling back completely. By the way, traders, if EXPE, it's going to make a fight of a double bottom here. I'm going to watch for a long too. Pinterest is still pushing higher. Tesla, it's a beast. Apple, guys, Apple is back on the track. SoundHound pushing higher, great. What a strong, look at CRWE. I can't believe it. And look at Pinterest, Jeremy. Crazy. Okay, let me just check. SEDG is strong again. 635 broken by the SPY and it's not stopping. Amazing. Amazon. Let me just check. Amazon was strong yesterday. It's an inside day today. Not my favorite. PLT are pushing higher. SoundHound, which I missed unfortunately. AMD consolidating. I should have got Circle instead of CRWE. I'm watching EXPE for a possible reversal, and maybe CRWE I'm still leaving, but if it's breaking 127, definitely it's a cancel. Scott is trading CART2, maybe 5205 can be a continuation pattern, but it was not really going with the market so far. I know it's an earnings stock though. Aplamine is strong too, 5.7% higher. Wow, what a push. LMND, lemonade, no entry. KTOS, KTOS, what a push. Okay. Rocks. EXP doesn't want to find a support. Seems like circle is going. Coin is dropping now. I don't like this market, guys, again. I wish I could just, you know, get the time go faster now to September because the market is stalling again. Roblox, yeah, the king, I know. Just check it. It's just another run, but it's an inside day, so I don't think so. It's going to do anything in this inside day at least. Let's see. Coin is breaking down. Circle is on 160. CRWV not doing too much. Google is strong today. Look at that. Google is touching 200 soon. TTD checking. Maybe even Pinterest as well. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a bit extended though. But yes, it definitely looks much weaker than the overall market. Okay, traders, so far 22 minutes went by and the market is slowly, steadily moving higher. However, I would say it's really slow. It's Friday, so it's okay. But the bulls are again stronger. Bulls are stronger again. Amazing. I don't think so. CRWV is going to enter. Google pushing higher. Microsoft looks like as a possible one indeed. DOC is still a bull flagging. AMD is pulling back though. TTD, maybe for a scalp. For me, it's just down a lot indeed. Maybe under really 54 for a scalp only. LZ, checking LZ. Yeah, it's too much to the upside now. It's too much to the upside now. Guys, DOCS is just looking interesting too now here on this 65. Overall market is just bull flagging so far. Here comes EXPE too. Let's just check this possible reversal on the EXPE. Coin is acting very weird. In the meantime, Tesla extremely strong. Look at that. Tesla is approaching the $330 level now. Apple still very strong. Unity, I'm just watching now too. But I must tell you nothing which I would say that's the setup. Okay. Ooh, look at that, Reddit. Guys, Reddit is dropping. Maybe this is the time for it. Let me just check it. And look at that, guys. Tesla is breaking out. Apple is breaking out. So yeah, this is definitely still the bulls time. However, not on CRWV. It's just moving lower now. Ooh, Apple breakout, Tesla breakout, TQQQ ready to break. That's amazing. Very big move to the upside traders today. PITR over the high, you think, Nitsan? Bit, oh my goodness, this Apple, it's a beast. Can't believe that. It got rejected several times, so I'm going to be careful with that. Okay. Guys, that's amazing, but I must tell you that we just missed this Reddit. I was thinking to take it to 10, but the risk reward, it was not there, definitely. Apple is completely crazy. It's just pushing higher and higher. Look at that. I'm not sure Nitsan that PLTR is going to make it. Here comes EXPE. Scott called it over 200. He still wants to buy EXPE over 200. Interesting thing that look at SMCI is completely back to the lows. Of course, I'm going to cancel CR WV. So, so Scott is buying EXPE over 200. Okay. And the SPY is on 636 and doesn't seem like it wants to stop. Google touched 200 traders. Apple 222 almost. Yeah, sorry, D King. Actually, I do not have any trades, but I had a little problem with this whole computer thing and the Windows, but I'm going to make everything back for Monday. Okay. So far, no trade. I was watching FIG, CRWV, but they are just lagging behind. Overall market extremely strong. SPY 0.57%, Triple Q 0.64, and Apple, Tesla are the beasts for sure. Maybe even Google is going to continue. SMCI weak though. Docs we had only one nice green trade on DOCS. So far, nothing else, and seems like this market is giving more opportunities to the bulls again. However, I cannot find too many stocks which are really going with the market, except of Tesla and NVDA, I would say. Circle is nice and strong, but look at coin, for example, it's just tumbling. SMCI broke the lows, crazy. TTD, yeah, I think I'm going to go for Reddit, guys, again. Very low share size, under 200, 8 and 70 on the Reddit, stop loss over 210. And you mentioned which one? TV Yellow? Oh yeah, yes, it is. I mean on the, what it is called, the EXP. It's not a high volume stock, unfortunately. Ooh, the video, that looks nice and weak. It's not a good risk reward at the moment. Let's just watch it. Okay, let's see whether Reddit is going to make this profit taking for me. TTD, it's a bit slow, as I've told you, just for a quick scalp maximum. Which one, Raspi, the Reddit? 200, over 210? Yeah, maybe we should give $3, right? This is a crazy mover. You're right. So far, small pullback on NVIDIA, but the Tesla and the Apple are completely unstoppable today, guys. Scott is holding EXP over 200. Video was a nice one, but unfortunately, yeah, it's too high stop. If you were thinking on that, Raspi, first of all, not a good risk reward ratio, and I cannot see any nice entry at the moment, unfortunately.